Hey guys, it's your girl Axe, and today I'm going to show you how I made my super cool Tron-inspired prom dress, and how you can make one of your own. So I started out by going to the thrift store and looking for a really cheap black formal dress. Now you can go to any thrift store and any dress will do. I got mine for 10 bucks, so it's super cheap. Just something that you can easily add some lights to. And then I ordered this stuff from Amazon called electroluminescent wire, or EL wire. This stuff is like a permanent glow stick, and it's really cool, and it was the perfect thing for my dress. And I only needed about 30 bucks worth of this stuff for my dress, so that was really great. The next step was to lay out the wire on my dress and to see how it would look. I had to figure out where and how much of this wire to put on my dress so it didn't look too tacky, and so it looked kind of Tron-inspired. It took me a few weeks to find a design I was happy with and didn't require too many junctions where the wires could be easily damaged. I ended up attaching the battery pack behind me on the top of my dress, with a single wire wrapping around clockwise to my right armpit before swinging down to my hip, where I split into 3 wires that ran down the length of my dress in long swoops. Part of the reason that I was so reluctant to have too many junctions is because EL wire is very difficult to split and fragile. This diagram shows the components of EL wire and how complicated it is. To be able to solder EL wire, you have to begin by cutting and scraping off the colored PVC and the inner sleeve to reach the tiny copper wires called corona wires that are usually wrapped around the main wire. There are usually 2 of these, and if you accidentally cut one while trying to remove the coating, you have to start all over again, which sucks. After you have the corona wires out of the way, you have to scrape the phosphor layer off of the copper cord, just enough so you can solder to the metal part. Because of how fragile those little corona wires are, it took me 5 hours just to get this one little junction. And I made sure to protect it with some electrical tape and a few layers of heat shrink, as well as a toothpick so the junction wouldn't move and cause damage to the wires. Then I started sewing the wire on with some fishing line. I didn't want to use glue because the dress was a really nice satin and I didn't want to ruin it. I asked my mom for help with the lower layers so I could get it sitting just right. We finally finished, and it was time for the transformation.
I'm sitting here, crying in my prom dress.
Then it was time for a photo shoot. As you can see, I added a hair piece. I just hot glued some EL wire into the design I wanted, and then plugged it into a very small battery pack which I hid inside of my bun. Sadly, my junior prom was cancelled due to the coronavirus, so I managed to Photoshop my date into the picture, because I couldn't actually see him. And that was how I made my 2020 Tron-inspired prom dress. I hope you guys like this, and I can't wait to see all of your own designs. Thanks for watching, and stay safe out there.